This is Pearson Education. And in this video, I'm going to walk through some of the new portal changes that have occurred with our recent update inside of MyMathLab and Modified Mastering. When you first come into your course, you're going to notice that the linear view is no longer available, and the view now that you get is the same that your students have had for the last year or so. Of course, the update had its reasons. A lot of it is to make MyMathLab more up-to-date, more mobile-friendly, and hopefully also easier to use. Of course, the first time you see it, there may be a little bit of a shock factor. However, I'm going to walk you through some of the things to take that shock away. First of all, I do suggest that you walk through the tour. You can get to the tour over in the announcements or up here in the Read More area of the yellow strip that it has an announcement right here for you. So I do suggest you go there, or you go to the announcements area and you'll notice that the update is here as well. And you go to Now Available and click Take Tour. And that will walk you through the tour of the new portal update. Now I'm going to go back to my active courses, so everything's sort of right across the top. Of course, the first thing you see is that all your courses will be listed. So if you had hidden courses in the past to keep them hidden, unfortunately those will now come to the front. But there's a way to get around there. So the first thing is we're looking at these courses now, and they're in square little boxes. And the nice thing is if you're on a tablet or even on your phone now, basically the screen in the portal will adjust to that mobile presence. So that's really nice. So whatever the screen share is, it will actually shrink to fit either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, whatever the screen size is. Now, if you don't like the way that the courses are listed like here in these blocks, you can always go back to your linear view by going to the list view. So if you click on list view, it will change the courses, and now it's in list view. So you can then find your courses that way. I particularly like the boxy look, so I'm going to go back to the boxy look. Now the other thing is, of course, the first time you do this it may take you some time, but you can actually drag and drop these courses. So if there's a course that for some reason is listed at the bottom of the course that you want to bring to the top, you can just drag that up. And so you can rearrange all these boxes so that the courses will show up the way that you would like them to show up. The other thing is there's a great search feature. So if you teach several different courses and maybe you're looking for Math 240, you can actually search 240 and all of your 240s would come up. Or maybe 97. And so all the 97s will come up. So it is easy for you to find your courses that you're looking for. And so just feel free to use that search feature to bring up the course that you're looking for, and then you can access that course right away. The other thing is the Create Course Copy is really nice. It's right here next to your courses, but you'll also find it at the very top. You can also enroll as a section instructor. The process is a lot more highlighted and out front and easy to access. So those are some of the benefits right there of the new design. Now if you're a coordinator and you want to search for your coordinated courses, that's nice too, because you can just put in cord or coordinator or the word, and notice as you're typing it, it actually will bring it up. So any of your coordinator courses would come up as well. And now you'll notice that you see the title of the course, but you don't see the course ID. But if you click details, the course ID shows up, and then you can actually just click, copy that. The nice thing is once you have member courses, they'll show up here as well, and they'll show the member courses. So if I wanted to, I can see that. Now the next thing is the Create Course Copy has changed just slightly. So again, you have it up on the top right, and then you also have it right next to the course. So if we click on either one of those, it will now bring us to this screen, which you can see. You can search by discipline if you wanted to, and you can see all the different disciplines that will pop up, and you can search them by the discipline. But then you can also just search by course ID. So if you're copying another instructor's course, or if we're copying the coordinator course, and you can of course see my list, and that would list all of your courses as well. So I'm just going to search for it, and even though this is my course, I can still search for it even though it's not another instructor's, and then I can find it, and that's the one I want, so I can click select. Now the nice thing is I can choose to make it just an instructor course, or just use it as a member a member section, and then I can create multiple copies. So if I want to create multiple copies, I can update this, and I can create multiple copies at once. And so then I can just go through, and I can actually just name them. And so I can call this member 3, section 3. Oop. And I'm going to copy that right down here. And so we can see really quickly, oh, it already put in the name here, so I'm just going to change it to member 3 section 4. And of course we could always change that to something different. And then notice when you put in the dates, all 3 of the date boxes get automatically updated. So if you need to change the enrollment date, you can, but we go ahead and increase the enrollment date by a couple of weeks from the start date. And then of course you put in your end date. And notice it automatically filters the information for the other member sections. And then if you want student instructors to be able to copy this course, you can. And then we click Create Course. And now member sections will begin to be created. Okay, and notice you won't get the course ID immediately. The new system will not give you a course ID until the actual course is created. Now that was definitely something that we got feedback on, because sometimes the course creation process would not go through immediately the first time, but yet you would have already copied your course ID information and possibly put that in a syllabus or distribute it to people. So this way that issue will not occur again, and the course ID is not actually released until the course is actually live. Okay, so hopefully that will be helpful in the future as well. I'm going to return to my courses. I'm going to search for that coordinated course again. It's going to pop up. And notice it tells me now I have 3 active member sections. So I'm going to click on the little information button. It says this count only includes your member sections. Okay, I'm going to click on details. Notice the details now brings up the course information. Of course, if I want to edit those details, I can go into Edit Course Details. If I want to copy this course, I can click Copy the Course. But I want to see the member sections. And so now, very nicely, it will list all of my member sections right underneath my coordinator course. And so this is excellent. So I now have 4 sections actually live. And if I need the course IDs for any of those, I click Details, and it will show me the course ID, and I can copy it from there. So this is also another nice feature. And again, if you don't like the block view, you can of course go to the more linear view, and all the section instructors are listed, and notice that course ID is right there. Also within the member sections, you can also drag and drop those items as well. Just scroll over until you get your little arrow icon, and then you can move them around as you would like. Okay, well, I hope this video was helpful and explains sort of some of the new features of the portal, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you again from Pearson Education.